Sometimes people see the past through rose-tinted glasses, and we have to remind them of how it really was. Am I the asshole for reminding my son of all the stupid things he did as a teenager when he harshly punished his own son? I'm a 58-year-old grandmother, and I'm starting to wonder if I've crossed a line. My son Jamal, who is 37, is a great father to his kids, but sometimes I think he's a bit too strict. Recently, he punished his son JJ, who is 15, for something I thought was pretty minor, and I couldn't help but remind Jamal of all the dumb things he did as a teenager. Now I'm wondering if I was out of line. Jamal did quite a few things as a teen that were questionable, and I brought them up. When Jamal was 16, he and a few friends borrowed his friend's dad's car and went joyriding around the neighborhood. They didn't have their licenses yet, and were lucky they didn't get into an accident. When I found out, I grounded him for a month, but even then, I didn't take away everything he enjoyed. Jamal and his friends decided to skip school one day to go to the mall. They were caught by the school's truancy officer and brought back to school in the middle of the day. I was furious, but I didn't ban him from seeing his friends or take away his privileges for months on end. At 17, Jamal somehow got his hands on a fake ID and tried to buy alcohol with it. Of course, he got caught, and I had to come pick him up from the store, mortified. I grounded him and made sure he understood the seriousness of what he'd done. But again, I didn't go overboard with the punishment. While I was out of town for a weekend, Jamal decided to throw a house party. Things got out of hand, and the house was trashed. I was livid when I got home, and he spent the entire summer doing chores and fixing the damage. But I didn't cut him off from his friends completely or make him feel like a prisoner in his own home. Without telling me, Jamal got a tattoo when he was 17. It wasn't anything inappropriate, but he used money he had saved for college expenses. I was upset, but instead of coming down on him with a heavy hand, I talked to him about making better decisions and understanding consequences. After I reminded Jamal of these incidents, he got defensive. He said that he learned from his mistakes, and that's why he's trying to keep JJ from making the same ones. I get that, but I think there's a balance between discipline and understanding. I didn't want to undermine his authority as a parent, but I also didn't want to see my grandson punished too harshly for something that could be a learning experience rather than a source of resentment. Jamal is now upset with me, saying I shouldn't have brought up his past and that I'm coddling JJ. He thinks I'm making it harder for him to enforce discipline in his own house, and maybe he's right. But I don't want JJ to feel like he has to be perfect or else face extreme consequences. So, am I the asshole for reminding my son of all the dumb things he did as a teenager when he punished his own son? Should I have kept my mouth shut and let him handle it his way, or was I right to speak up?